why Kane struggles in Manchester, Crystal Palace's secret weapon, and how we've cracked Pep's roulette. This is the Fantasy Football Cheat Sheet. The treatment room. Okay, what's the story regarding injuries for game week 31? It's a double defensive blow for Arsenal this week as both David Luiz and Kieran Tierney have been ruled out. Luiz has undergone minor surgery while ligament damage has put Tierney out for 4 to 6 weeks. Could give Aubameyang a stint at left back. He seems to be pretty good at keeping the ball out of the net these days. Third time's the charm as Jack Grealish is yet again 50-50 for the weekend's match. Villa face Liverpool this week and the Reds will be wanting revenge for the 7-2 defeat inflicted on them earlier this season. Grealish played them off the park that day, so this week they'll just be hoping he's literally off the park. Anthony Martial is out for a few weeks, with Man United staff saying they'll be surprised if he's back before the end of the season. Insert Martial joke here. Eric Bailly has caught that bad bug that's been going around while Marcus Rashford is a doubt, although he travelled with the team to Granada in midweek. Don't blame him, what I'd do for a trip to Spain. Alain Saint-Maximin came off the bench against Spurs, so should be available this weekend. And Callum Wilson may also be returning from a thigh injury. 2 Magpies appearing. Pretty sure that's good luck. They'll need it because the last game they won was when Callum Wilson got injured. Michail Antonio is suffering from a thigh injury, so looks unlikely to face Leicester, while a knee injury has ruled out Declan Rice for the foreseeable. Didn't know snakes had knees. Lookman. Ademola Lookman has been ruled out for this weekend at the very least with a hamstring strain. He's been playing well, so Fulham fans will be hoping Scott Parker has got something up the sleeve of one of his many fabulous jackets. Tragedy at Wolves as Johnny has suffered a re-injury to the right knee ACL issue he just recovered from. He'll require surgery again, which puts an end to his season, and is just another slip up for the club. Key fixtures. Spurs v Man United. The Jose Derby. The reverse of this was of course the 6-1 when Spurs thought the league was won. Man United ended that day 16th. Well, that was early October. United are now second, having only lost 2 in 27 games since, and are 11 points above Spurs. This game is where Spurs' season hinges, and it's not looking good. They lost the North London derby, threw points away against Newcastle, and their most recent win was against the Grealishless Villa. It's all on Harry Kane. He has 6 in the last 6 Premier League games and already has a brace against United in the 6-1. He'll need a back brace soon from carrying the club. You get it? He generally struggles against Manchester clubs though. 6 goals in 26 appearances against City and United. Not to mention United haven't lost away from home all season. The only team in the league to do so. West Ham v Leicester. The best team in London turns their attention to the best team in the Midlands. Take that, Villa. However, they are without Antonio and Rice, as we mentioned earlier. Ironically, they have won all 4 games where Rice hasn't featured in the season, although 3 of them were versus lower league opposition, so props to the stat department on that one. Tells us nothing. West Ham won the most recent meeting 3-0, but Leicester did the double over them last season. But a lot has changed since then, and the Hammers have 6 goals in their past 2 games. The key battle will be Vardy versus Lingard, and we just can't ignore Jay Leans. He already has the same amount of league goals in 8 games as Richarlison, Mount, Grealish, Foden, Firmino and others. Meanwhile, the Vardy goal drought continues, with 1 goal since Christmas and only 1 goal against West Ham in the last 4 seasons. Burnley versus Newcastle. Only joking, I'm not researching that one. Palace versus Chelsea. It's the South London derby. Chelsea have 6 league wins in a row against Palace and have scored 2 or more goals in 5 of those games. They also nicked their jersey, just to rub salt in the wound. Chelsea have been in impressive form, with the exception of last weekend after Tuchel was properly welcomed to the Premier League with a 5-2 defeat to Sam Allardyce and West Brom. It's a rite of passage really. Michy Batshuayi can't face his parent club after his heroics against Everton, but Benteke absolutely loves it against Chelsea. He has 6 goals in 11 appearances. He's only scored more goals against Liverpool in the Prem. He just loves it against the big boys. That being said, Palace are firing blanks these days, with only 3 goals in their last 5 games. Only Sheffield United have scored fewer in that period. And Chelsea should be scared. Roy Hodgson has never lost a game against Thomas Tuchel. They've also never faced each other before, but the fact remains. Transfers in. Gabriel Jesus. It's already been a great week for Jesus, and he's got 4 in his last 4 Premier League starts. He's almost guaranteed to play as he didn't start against Dortmund. In fact, he has only started 2 Champions League games all season. Pep works in mysterious ways. He is also only the 12th most selected player for Man City on Dream Team, so a little bit under the radar. In terms of the match, Bielsa has never beaten Pep in 4 attempts, although Messi did score for Pep in 3 of those games. Diogo Jota. He's got 8 goals in 13 Premier League appearances, 3 in 4 since returning from injury, and he even scored 3 for Portugal during the international break. He is in great form right now, unlike his club. Plus, there is extra incentive for Liverpool to do well, considering they were tonked 7-2 in the reverse fixture in game week 4. And they actually had Van Dijk that day. Alex Lacazette. This one's got my biased seal of approval, but he has got 4 goals in his last 4 starts. That includes a winner against Spurs, which is actually worth a hat-trick in my view, and a vital equaliser against West Ham. Plus, Arsenal's upcoming fixtures are tidy. Sheffield United, Fulham, Newcastle and West Brom are amongst their next 5 opponents. What could go wrong? Predicted 11s. Right, so you're up to speed with who's available. Let's get some predicted lineups coming your way. Okay, that's all from us. Just before I leave you, I've got to remind you about our Dream Team Fantasy Football game. We've got a new and exciting subscription service for you this year called Dream Team Coach. It offers projected scores, fixture difficulty rating, projected price changes, and loads more if you're looking for that extra detail when picking your team. It's available really easily in the app and there's a link in the description below. Oh, and best of all, it's half price right now, so that's just £9.99 for the rest of the season. Let us know what you thought of the show in the comments. Tell all your mates about us. We're working hard every week to give you the most informative video on the internet for fantasy football. And let us know what your teams are going to look like. Have you got any obscure picks? How's your season gone so far? Alright, I'm off. Good luck this weekend.